Good evening and welcome, everybody. We're so glad to have you here. We are here at the Contrarize 2022 virtual gala. We hope very sincerely that this is the last virtual gala that anybody will ever have to go to, but we know that it is very exciting and useful for us tonight here. My name is Adam Reinwald. I'm the artistic director of Contrarize, and we are so very glad to have you here. I'm at home in New Brighton, Minnesota, on an unseasonably cold Minnesota day. And this is a great way to kind of cap off a Saturday evening, getting ready for rehearsal tomorrow in advance of our spring concert, which you'll hear a lot about tonight, and raise some funds for Contrarize tonight. We are so very excited to have a chance to check in with some singers who are having a watch party in South Minneapolis. We're going to hear and see a number of really interesting, innovative music videos that have accompanied recent performances. And we're going to have a little bit of fun tonight. And I'm very excited to not only be doing this tonight by myself, but I have a wonderful co-host tonight. And it is my pleasure to bring on my co-host for the evening. This is Miss Carla Joy Strand. Hi, Carla Joy. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. It's great to be here. See all your virtual faces, or at least your names and recognizable, profile pictures, I guess. It's kind of like being learning.
Isn't it great? It's like we're all kind of together in a room, but we're not in a room at the same time. But we have people tuning in from all the way from New Brighton here, all the way from Minneapolis. Brianna's here from Minneapolis. Anna's in from Clear Lake, Wisconsin. This is great. I know that we've got some folks tuning in from all the way in Florida. Pat and Pat Day are here. Oxel Timer is here back in the woods. Yes, absolutely. Welcome, Oxel. We're so glad you're here. This is great. And Pat is in from Florida. Exactly right. Carla Joy, where are you attending this fantastic event from tonight?
I'm tuning in from my basement in Shakopee, right on the edge of Prior Lake.
Excellent. Very good. And tell us a little bit about you and your tenure with Contrarize. This is my first year with Contrarize, especially as artistic director, but you've been singing here for a little while. Tell us a little bit about your musical experience and how you found your way into Contrarize and how long you've been here.
I've kind of grown up with music my whole life. I was the youngest in my family and the one my mom had to make rules about how long I had to wait before I could be involved in musical stuff. So I was that kid who wasn't allowed to start violin lessons until I started preschool. But I wanted to be just like my older siblings and do it just like they did. And I wasn't allowed to start piano until I could reach an octave. So I had to wait till I was 7, which was a very long time at the time. But kind of sang and played violin and piano for all my time growing up. Minored in music in college, though I majored in Latin and Greek. And sang in a lot of community ensembles in Michigan until in 2016, my family packed up and moved for some new jobs to this Shakopee area. And the first year I was here, I wasn't making any music at all, and it was miserable. So
I see. Okay.
I was very, very eager to be looking for some place to get out of my house and make some music somewhere, somehow, some way. Came across the Contrarize website. Sounded like a good fit. Took the audition, which happened to be right in the right time frame, and I've been in ever since. And then my first fall in Contrarize was I was about 5 months pregnant with my third kid when I joined. She was due 10 days after my very first Christmas concert with Contrarize.
Wow.
So, it was a really great way to get to know everybody because everybody wanted to know about the baby, and Joe Polta and Mike Steiner made sure I had a stool everywhere I went, even though I assured them, I teach 8 hours a day standing up. And they're like, no, it's not the same. You need a stool. So
that's fantastic. That's great. What a story. Okay, so that's a very memorable Christmas for you then. A very memorable Christmas. And just like I
went into labor during the concert at one point.
that's got to be good for diaphragm support. Is that right? Good for
totally.
Vocal technique. Mm-hmm. Absolutely,
really good
for sure.
Breathing,
Anna just chimed in. She's a new member. Started just in January. This is great. Having a good time. She's glad that everybody's been so welcoming. Well done, choir. Very nice work. Well, Carla Joy, it's great to have you here. I'm excited to kind of hear your take on all the things we've got going on tonight. We're going to listen to some fantastic music. We're going to hear and see some videos that have accompanied that music. We're going to check in with a couple folks throughout the evening, but let's set our goals for the evening. This is a fundraising event. So tonight's virtual gala is a great opportunity for the entire Contrarize community to contribute to the exciting work this volunteer choir undertakes. An anonymous group of donors tonight has issued us a challenge tonight. If we receive 20 gifts this hour in any amount, they will match up to $1,500 in new money for Contorai. $1,500 in matching gift if we receive 20 other gifts this hour. We already have 6 come in this so far already tonight. We're very excited about that. And we'll say thank you to our donors throughout. I know for right now, that's Marta at Thomson Reuters, and that is Sarah, and that is Kurt, and it is Michelle, and there's a number of other folks coming in. It's great to see all this stuff. So as we continue tonight, please click the contribute now. I almost did the British saying contribute now button below the video player on our website here, or follow the live link in the live chat that is about to appear right there to support the Contorai sound. So tonight, again, we'll see some of these beautiful and moving video productions created this season to accompany our singing, and hear a bit from our community members about why they give to Contorai. Additionally, we will officially launch, I'm very excited about this, Carla Joy, our brand new recording initiative that begins next season. It'll bring new music to new Contorai audiences everywhere. Are you ready for this, Carla Joy?
I am super excited about this. I think this sounds so much fun.
We're going to talk a little bit about that coming up, give people a little bit of, something to get really excited about as we go. But first off, we're not only here to raise funds and support the new recording initiative, which we'll talk about, but we wanted to have a little bit of fun. And everybody out there needs to know that Contorai singers are a unique bunch of slightly crazy people that I have really come to love a lot. And they took my suggestion that each section create a mascot of their own for the entire season. So each section, sopranos, altos, tenors, basses, got together and they came up with something that is their mascot for the year. And that's kind of the way that they can identify themselves, and kind of a little bit of camaraderie all the way through, maybe even an incentive to do really well. So what we'd like to do is, everybody out there joining us tonight, we're going to have Carla Joy read some poetic couplets. She was a major in Latin and Greek, so she understands the stentorian nature of poetry. She's going to read a couple of two poetic lines about each section, giving you a hint as to what mascot each section chose. And we will reveal those as we go. So we would love to have you type in the chat what you think everybody's mascot is. Singers are out there attending right now. You do not spoil this for anybody, please. We'll let our guests enjoy this a little bit. So Carla Joy, if you would, please show us, give us a little bit of your best Latin Greek teacher reading about the couplet for the altos. This is what the altos chose their mascot. See if folks can guess.
Deep roots match rich voices, green leaves, tall choices.
All right, folks, what do we think? What is this? What is this mascot? Which section is this? We know it's the altos. What did they choose for their mascot?
That's right. In the choir.
It's the trees. The altos, the foundational altos, chose the trees. Carla Joy, as an alto, would you illuminate for us why you all chose the trees?
Well, sort of like you just wrote in your couplet there. The roots deep in the ground, steady, sturdy, but reaching up, growing out, flourishing, kind of supporting everything and growing outward.
Yes. This all matches everything we know and love about altos, for sure. All right, so the altos are the trees. Tenors are next. It's a little bit scary whenever tenors kind of come on the scene. As a bass, I will say that tenors are a little scary, but here's what they have chosen. This is the couplet for you to read. Carla Joy, go.
Soaring in the sky, shining bright, our melodies twinkle out of sight.
All right, everybody, what do we think? What do we think that mascot could possibly be? What did the tenors choose as their mascot? Put it in chat and bring it up on screen. Let's see. All right, here's what they chose. The tenors, obviously soaring bright in the night. The stars. The tenors are the stars. But of course, we do have to wonder with tenors, we have to wonder if perhaps they might think that the stars may not just be the physical stars. They might be the stars of the show. They might be the stars in their own minds. We don't know. We can't speak for tenors. We just know that they chose the Stars. Okay, very good, very good.
I don't know. I think we can
Coming
speak
up-
for tenors. They think they're the stars.
What's that? Say that again.
Oh, I'm pretty sure the tenors think they're the star of the show.
Always.
There's no
Tenors
choir with
always
us.
are. Always are. All right,
like
very
the
good,
cellos.
very good. Coming up, we've got the Sopranos. This is actually my favorite. So the Sopranos have chosen a very interesting mascot for themselves this year. Carla Joy, would you please read this couplet?
Swimming in the sea, not a fish nor a person, fun-loving fantasy creature for some silly reason.
All right. What do we think that might be for our Soprano friends? Okay, yes, name that mascot. Exactly right. So Sopranos chose something swimming in the sea, not a fish nor a person, fun-loving fantasy creature for some silly reason. Do we have any guesses in the chat there, Miss Sarah?
Huh?
Okay. Matt D has correctly identified exactly what the Sopranos chose. In fact, the Sopranos chose the mermaids. The Sopranos are the mermaids, though they did tell me very, very clearly it wasn't just the mermaids. They were the mermaids who also drink beer. Just so you know, the mermaids who drink beer. So these are the type of Sopranos that we've got in Country. They are fun-loving, crazy folks. It's just fantastic. Yes, well done, Matt. Okay, very good. And Carla Joy, of course, the basses. Basses kind of went in the same vein as the altos a little bit as they thought about it, but they came up with a very specific type of tree. And I would like you to read this wonderful rhyming couplet right now.
Wow, I mean, you really set the bar high for this one. I mean, that's at like base level.
Base level.
I am Groot. We are Groot. I am Groot.
What could the bases possibly have chosen for their mascot? I wonder what it could possibly be. I have no idea. And again, this takes a very specific base to mention this. It's from a movie. You might know these movies. That's right, everybody. The bases chose Groot, and our bases are Groot, which is fantastic. They have chose this fantastic character from the Guardians of the Galaxy. They were on a whim. I believe that was Father John Sauer who came up with Groot. They were moving around trees. I just love that yes, Father John decided to come up with Groot. But sometimes, every once in a while, I hear the basses sing, and I think, basses, I would like a little bit more low rumble. I want a little bit more low notes coming from you. And so I wonder if just every once in a while, they really aren't baby Groot. I'm just saying, they might just every once in a while sometimes be a little bit baby Groot. But you know what? It's okay. They chose this fantastic Groot. They're ready to go. Carla Joy, thank you very much. This is exactly right. Yes, we have goofy folks in Contrite choosing all sorts of great mascots. Who came up with the right answers in chat? We know Matt D got the Sopranos for sure. Very nice, Matt. That was excellent. This is just a little example of some of the silliness that happens in Contrite. It's a little bit of the fun we like to have. And that fun bleeds over into our music making. We are preparing right now for our spring concerts entitled Let's Dance, featuring the fantastic, inimitable Liebeslieder waltzes by Johannes Brahms. Carla Joy, how are you feeling about the program coming up, and how is your German coming along?
I mean, I'm pretty excited about the program. We're doing some great stuff. A couple of pieces that really remind me of things I've done in the past. My German, it's coming along. It's coming. There's a lot of it.
Are you romance language leaner? Do you lean towards the romance languages?
I mean, Latin major, yeah.
Okay, there it is. Okay, very good. So you're enjoying the Spanish we're trying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we've got some French, actually Quebecois French, which is a little bit more nasal, which is great, but a little bit something different. And then we've got all these German songs. I'm so excited about this program. I'm looking forward to it very, very much. It's a batch of really fun music and gives the audience a chance to wiggle and boogie in their seats a little bit. Much more to come about the spring concert coming up on April 29th and May 1st. You'll hear about that in a little bit. And we're just now about to watch a delightful video of a movement from the Liebeslieder waltzes that we recorded at our audience appreciation concert in November. You may notice out there that this music video incorporates more than just the choir on stage singing. A strong pillar in the Contrite media strategy is partnering with a visionary videographer, Sarah Langworthy from Develop Play LLC, to craft truly exceptional digital media designed to give concert audiences a new angle to relive performances of their favorite works, while also engaging online audiences like you all here tonight. So enjoy Sarah's take on movement number 6 from the Liebeslieder waltzes that will be part of our spring concert coming up.
Good evening. My name is Michael Kerriman. I'm currently the president of the Contrive Board of Directors, elected in July 2020 at the start of the pandemic. I'm also a baritone singing with Contrive for the past 6 years. Needless to say, there have been a number of challenges over the past few years to get us to the point where we can perform again. We've slashed our operating budget to the bone, such that we could get through the year and have a solid financial footing to bring in a new artistic director in Adam Reinwald to replace our founder, Axel Timer. We're able to return to rehearsals this past September, albeit vaxxed and fully masked, and have enjoyed really singing under Adam and learning some new repertoire, and finally performing in November and December. Going forward, we've amped up our social media presence, which I hope you've been a part of, and tonight represents another piece of that strategy, especially as we had to cancel our Winter Gala again due to the upsurge in Omicron. Contri is a closely knit community of trained singers who really enjoy rehearsing and performing interesting and unique music. We're glad to be back on stage. We look forward to seeing you again soon. I want to thank many of you for your past generosity and encourage you again to donate if at all possible. But even more important, I'd like you to really look at your acquaintances and even many people that you use in business and get a sense of whether or not they'd like to join you at a future concert. I've found personally that a number of people really enjoy vocal music, and they've been exposed to musical events that are quite a bit different than they've seen in other organizations within the Twin Cities. With that, I encourage you to join us 7 weeks at one of our spring concerts and enjoy tonight. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Michael, very much for that wonderful bit of news. We appreciate it. And thank you so much to our board of directors that I know are tuning in tonight. Michael, Joe Polta, Father John, Joe Beth, Michelle, Donna. Massive thank you to our board of directors that have not only kept Contrive moving throughout the pandemic, but have been a lifeline of support for a very long time, wrangling a handful of things. And we're so excited to have you part of our Contrive community. Thank you so much. Carla Joy, we have some donations that have rolled in, which is fantastic. I'm going to just bring up the banner real fast so we can see that. Thank you so much to Axel and to Kurt and Kathy and Ron, a number of folks, Christine, John, Nancy, and a number of folks have written in and said, thank you very much. We appreciate what Contrive does, and they are supporting us with their dollars. Thank you to Alice Lane. Really appreciate it, Alice. Thank you very, very much. Just even right now, just a brand new one came in. We appreciate that. Yes, very good. Thank you so much. This is great to see some donors coming in. Carla Joy, what is it that, we've talked a little bit about the way that Contrive makes music. What is it about the music that Contrive sings and some of the other elements that goes into being a part of Contrive that really hit your emotional center? Talk to us a little bit about how the emotions of Contrive kind of help propel you in rehearsal every day.
I would say that one of the best things about singing in a choir is that you don't do it by yourself. It's one of the reasons that I originally thought about majoring in violin and then opted not to, because so much of the time is spent alone in a practice room. But when I'm singing with a choir, we're all together. And it's the making music as a group of people doing the same thing, all focused on the same goal, sharing the same experience that really hits me in the feels. And I really love that we get to do some like the great romantic music, but that we have a wide variety, which is kind of really what I'm most excited about our spring concert, is that we get that variety.
I love it too. I think it's fantastic. We want to know actually from the audience, what is it? What's a piece of music that really moves you, that kind of gives you all, like Carla Joy said, hits you right in the feels, gives you all those emotions? What's a piece of music that does that for you? We want to hear in chat, and we'll bring those on screen so we can talk about it a little bit. Maybe it's some of our same favorite music. One of the pieces we're doing on our spring concert is one of my all-time favorite pieces. I told the choir I've been listening to this piece since I was 12 years old. It's a great piece that comes from an an Argentine composer, Carlos Guastavino, called Arroz con Leche. It's a very fun, dancey tune, but I have loved this particular song. Every time I hear it, I get a smile on my face, and I've been that way for the last 30 years. So I'm very excited about that. Folks, write in, tell us what is the music that makes you really moved and emotional. We saw at Christmas 2 standout pieces. Vern Hamburg, our tenor section leader, sang a wonderful "I Wonder as I Wander" in a very emotional way that kind of brought tears to the audience's eyes. We're very excited. We'll pull these up on screen so everybody can share a little bit. But one of the real other standouts from our Advent concert is the piece that I'd like to show everybody next. And this was a fantastic rendition of a piece that I did not know, but was requested by Contrai singers to be part of the Advent with Contrai concerts this December. And this is the wonderful, wonderful soprano solo by Maria Crea on a fantastic German piece with Latin text, Puri Concinite. It's fabulous. Again, put in chat, let us know what the piece is that moves you and really gives you that kind of good emotional core. Carla Joy, can we watch Puri Concinite?
Please, I would love to listen to Maria again.
Sounds great. Here it comes, just a moment.
Nature
Wow. Incredible. Just the most amazing thing. I had somebody, a longtime friend, come up and say after the Advent concerts that was the thing that stood out to them the most at the concert. And it was just fantastic. Kudos to the choir and Maria Correa and that fantastic string quartet on that piece. It was just lovely, just lovely. We were so excited to hear from everybody about the songs that kind of gave them those wonderful emotions about that. And I'm just so glad to hear from a number of folks, including Father John Sauer. Thank you very much for chiming in. We appreciate it very much. Dan, yes, absolutely. That is fantastic. John says, I'm so glad to be still sleeping on the board. Cindy says the Bruckner's Motet, Os Justi, yes.
So many good comments.
Fantastic. Carla Joy, you have a favorite piece too that you love to sing that might find its way into a program soon.
I would love to. Yeah. I had a music history exam once where we ended with drop the needle test, identify this piece from the 30-second clip. And then since it was the last thing and everybody was just sitting in stunned silence as we listened to this beautiful piece, the professor just let us listen to the whole 5 minutes of Jaskian's declaration for the death of Johannes Akigem. And afterwards, my friends in the class were like, we need to sing that. And we started an ensemble with 8 people, and then we sang it and we're like, oh, we really don't have the basis for this. But we can sing other things.
There you go. Okay. See, now we got to have some bases. Exactly right. Exactly.
One of these days.
See, you needed a little Groot in your life. You needed a little Groot in your life.
Baby Groot.
See, that's fantastic. These are the memories. These are the things that we love to bring up here in Contrary and show all the time. And in fact, that was such a fantastic piece by Maria Correa. I think we should go to the watch party that might have some folks there, and we can talk to some of the singers directly about what is going on. We're going to bring them on here. Look at this group of crazy singers from South Minneapolis. Hello, everybody. How you doing down there?
Hi, everyone. The fabulous Maria.
Woo! This is great. It's so great to see everybody. Okay, who have we got there? This is the home of Regina and Tom. Regina, introduce who your guests are.
Absolutely. I'm Regina. I'm a soprano. This is Maria, also a soprano. Our fearless soprano section leader, Marianne. Bass section leader, John. Fabulous tenors, John and Patrick.
Yes, thank you for joining us. We're so glad you guys are here. This is great. This is just fantastic. So, Maria, we got to talk a little tiny bit. What did it feel like singing a little bit of Puri Conchinite and then seeing it on video afterwards? What did that feel like?
Well, to sing it, and especially in our Saturday location, just singing in that church was such a treat. So that was just a really special experience. And then hearing it here tonight, I wasn't expecting to hear it, and I was just eating meatballs. It was nice.
Fantastic. I love it. Fantastic. Okay, so we've got some longer term members there. John and Marianne, thank you very much for being here. How long have you been singing with the group?
Since it started in 1988.
So 34 seasons now. 34 seasons. That says nothing about age, just how long you've been around. John, in particular, curious, why have you continued to contribute and stay with Contrary for so long? What do you get out of this group that you can't get anywhere else?
Well, I think it's just the fact that you can create something with other people that you can't do on your own. And everybody is working on the same thing and all trying to get to this kind of the same place. Not always exactly the same place, but kind of the same place.
And we'll take it, right? And we'll get to closely the same place. It's really tricky to bring 40 people to the exact same spot, but we're getting our way there. Okay, fantastic. This is great. And Patrick and John, we have to ask, what is the deal with the tenor mascot? What happened there? We just have to know, was this like, we are the stars or we are the stars? We just got to know. You got to illuminate for us a little bit.
I think it's both.
Yes. Yes. So that is the most tenor answer that I could have possibly. Well, what are y'all doing there? You having some drinks and some food and enjoying the show?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely. We had a little potluck and some jalapeno margaritas and cedar martinis, and we're having a great time. And again, hope this is the last virtual gala we'll have for a while, and can't wait to see everyone again soon.
Absolutely. Well, this is great to check in. I'm so glad to hear from you all. Carla Joy, you got a question for your fellow singers? Anything you want to ask them?
Ooh, so many choices. What is one really fantastic memory from before I was in the choir?
Yeah, do a little group thinking for a second. We'll let them ruminate on that.
Hey,
Yeah.
we did a tour one
A
year.
bus tour.
A bus tour.
To Sioux Falls, South Dakota. With a stop in New Ulm on the way.
With a stop in New Ulm. Okay,
Nice.
very good. All right. This is
It
great.
was a lot of fun, actually.
Were there shenanigans on this tour, or did you all keep it rather German and buttoned up?
How you define shenanigans?
What
but-
happens on tour?
My bad. My bad. I totally understand. That's perfect. Well, so glad you could join us. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for all you do for Contra. Thank you for all the contributions you've made monetarily and with your time. It means a ton. Thank you very much, singers. We'll say a quick goodnight to you, and we'll continue on with the show. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Bye.
So great to see fellow singers around. We appreciate them having that watch party and checking in. That is great. That's a lot of institutional knowledge right there in that room. Two folks that have been there for 34 seasons, and a lot of folks that have been around for a long time, especially with deep, deep ties to St. John's and St. Ben's in Collegeville and St. Joseph. We are so glad to have that root tradition all the way through, which is just fantastic. So this is great. I'm really excited to get a chance to talk with them. And I'm also very excited. We've talked a little bit about tradition with Contra and where it kind of started and how things have grown. And now we get to launch something that is a little bit different, a little bit new. I'm very excited about this as a way to drive some donor engagement, folks getting excited about ways to keep up with Contra. But this tonight is officially, we're launching our new recording initiative. New music by living composers, recorded, filmed, and presented for audiences in person and online each season starting next season. This is one of the exciting events taking place at Contra next season. And we open with a very special first composer partner we'll talk about in just a second. One of the exciting things about the recording initiative is the potential to use video customized to share music with our growing audience. It's not just about the music and the composer, though that is a tremendous partnership, but it's also about what we can do with video that puts Contra at the forefront of what's new and interesting in the choral music world online. We know video, just like tonight, is a part of the future of choral music because of the ways it can reach and captivate new audiences. We're starting to use new video in some exciting ways this season. Some we already talked about, some you've already seen tonight, to make music that touches people's lives in new ways. Using this as a launching pad, next year we're going even further with our recording initiative. I know, Carla Joy, that you really enjoy tackling new music. Is there something specific you love about seeing a score for the first time and diving right in?
I love kind of the intellectual challenge. So performance is so much of the heart, the soul goes into it, but there's a completely different thing when you're seeing a piece of music for the first time and your brain is completely engaged in it and you're trying to figure out all the intervals and how you fit with everybody else and line it all up. That just kind of checks out to a little extent once you're really familiar with it. And then as the heart takes over, but there's that real intellectual buzz the first couple times.
Exactly right. It was fun to hear people talk about the choral pieces that they love, that give them those emotions. And what I'm excited about with this recording initiative is that we have a chance to create new pieces that people love in a super interesting way, and new pieces that they will continue to talk about. Folks mentioned stuff, you mentioned stuff from the early Renaissance all the way through Arvo Pärt, a living composer. That's what we get to do with the new recording initiative, and it's absolutely crucial for everybody out there to support this incredible new initiative. If you've held off on contributing tonight, let's see in this video why your support is so crucial.
My spirit
For 34 seasons, Contra has delighted audiences here in the Twin Cities, singing some of the best music from Western Europe and beyond. As we head into our 35th season, we see new opportunities in today's golden age of choral composition, and new avenues in how audiences interact and engage with their favorite choirs, especially online. Today, we launch the Kantarai Recording Initiative, capturing unheard choral works by composers living and working right now. These unheard choral gems will not only be shared with audiences online, but presented in concert alongside our traditional repertoire, highlighting exquisite music that spans centuries. Our first project in this new recording initiative brings the Korean Peninsula to Minnesota in partnership with Dr. Hyun Kook. Dr. Cook's music was last heard on a Kantarai program in 2019. He has 2 new multi-movement works that will be recorded, filmed, and performed for the first time next season. Dr. Cook's music pushes Kantarai to a new level of performance while expanding our musical borders.
Hello, I'm Hyun Kook, a composer from Korea. Good to see you all. In the beginning of this year, a great present was given to me. It was an email from Madam that Country Minnesota will consider my core works for the repertoires and will record them in March next year. It is my great honor that one of the top choirs in the US will perform my core works. I'm really looking forward to seeing you soon.
Capturing the music-making process on video provides a glimpse behind the curtain of what makes these new works so special. And that new media helps to build the Kantarai audience within and beyond Minnesota. Your support of this new recording initiative is crucial to bring new music to new audiences everywhere. We are tremendously excited about the future of Kantarai, and we cannot wait to sing this new music for you, our devoted supporters. Well, that about says it all right there. We are so excited about this new recording initiative. It begins next season with the works and the music from Dr. Hyun Kook from the Korean Republic. He had a piece on Advent with Kantarai 2019. You might remember, Carla Joy. Do you remember that piece a little bit?
Which one was it?
Yeah, this is, I absolutely should have had this in mind, but I do not have it. I believe it's Exultate Domini, a piece that he did in 2019 in there. Do you remember that piece?
A little bit, yes.
Okay. I'm super excited about this. He's got a 5-movement Missa Brevis. So, Kyrie, Gloria, Sanctus, Benedictus, Agnus Dei. It's going to be fantastic. It's not long. It's relatively short. And he also has a 4-movement set that he's calling Liberame, which has a Requiem text, a Dies Irae text, among others. And it's really, really interesting to see where this is going. And what's going to happen is, as our first compositional partner, his music will appear a little bit on our fall concert, a little bit at Advent time, and as well as be the main driver of the spring concert as well, when we pair his music, the Missa Brevis, with the Joseph Reinberger Mass in E flat for spring concert. I'm super excited about that. It's for double choir. It's going to be a blowout awesome. So we get to hear Dr. Cook's Missa Brevis, and then Joseph Reinberger's Mass in E flat. And then in March 4th and 5th of 2023, we'll record his pieces along with 3 other little small octavos he has, so that he can not only have a recording and share that with the world. This is unheard choral music. No, never been published, never been heard. And we get to have that, and we're going to put some serious effort behind recording it, great audio and fantastic, interesting video, partnering with Sarah Langworthy at DevelopPlay LLC to help create some really interesting new bits that we can do in the studio setting that we can't do everywhere else. And that is very much worth everybody's support. This exciting new initiative will not only help bring new music to the world, new music to Kantarai and our library, but also it'll be a great way to engage new audiences online and in person. I'm so excited about this. We even have already our second composer chosen for 23-24 season. Somebody the choir knows very well, very, very well, the music of Jonathan Postuma. So I'm very excited about that. He's got a bunch of new, excellent stuff coming through. It's a great way to open up to new composers, new music. Carla Joy, give me like 2 words. How excited are you about this new recording initiative?
world premieres.
Word.
I think that's so cool.
Absolutely. This is a great time to hit that contribute button and make sure that you can show your support for this new recording initiative. 100% of proceeds tonight will go towards that recording initiative as part of our general fund. So we really appreciate that. Scroll down where you're at on the website, contribute now, hit the donation portal up at the top of the website. There's also a little donate button. Make sure you can check that out all the way through. Your support means the world to us, and we truly appreciate it. It has been a busy year, Carla Joy, already a contract. Coming back from not singing for a year, it's been a lot of work to get back. We have had our audience appreciation concert in November. We added new assistant conductor Tony Rangel in the fall, who's been fantastic. We had our well-attended Advent concerts in December. We resumed rehearsals in February after taking January off due to the Omicron surge. We were unfortunate not to have our winter gala this year, but right now we're kind of making up for that. And now we're looking ahead to our spring concerts coming up at the end of April. Next season promises monthly opportunities for the Contract community to come together in support of great music and great people, in particular, this recording initiative. All right, how about some more music, Carla Joy? I think it gives folks just a bunch of opportunities to contribute. I love this piece so much. I was so excited for you all sang this at the audience appreciation concert. This is I Am in Need of Music. Carla Joy, do you remember this piece from the audience appreciation concert?
Of course.
What'd you think when you heard this for the first time? What did you love the piece? Did you love it as much as I did right at the beginning?
Oh, I did. It's really beautiful. And it's so it had been so long since we sang with a piano, and it was played so beautifully.
Well, I love the treatment that Sarah Langworthy at Develop Play LLC, our videographer, has done with this piece too. It takes what is already beautiful music, beautifully sung, to a new and interesting and wonderful place. This is I Am in Need of Music. Contribute now. Man, I love that piece. Just
Gorgeous
fantastic.
video, Sarah.
And the video that Sarah created with that is just so wonderfully interesting. It takes us on this kind of, as Vern mentioned in the comments, this magical journey. It just takes the music and adds so much to it. And that's what we want to do with this new recording initiative. New music by new living composers, and really giving folks an opportunity to engage with Contrai in person and online through wonderful, exciting video created. Carla Joy, this is great. You having fun tonight?
I am. And yes, Zoe, I was totally singing along at home.
See, fantastic. That's a great piece of music. And it's a great opportunity for you to contribute to Contrai and get us going. This is the first virtual gala that Contrai has done. I know that. So it takes a little while to kind of get used to these things. But we've had 35 folks here on this screen for a long, long time. And we've had 18 donations come in. We have 2 left to make to unlock our goal. 2 left to unlock our matching donation. The first 20 gifts tonight of any amount unlock an extra $1,500. We are so excited that our anonymous donors were able to help us out with this. Thank you so, so much. And this is a great, I need 2 more donations coming in here in the next little bit. We'll have a chance to do that. There are so many ways to engage with Contrai, in person and online. While you're here on the website, sign up for our email newsletter so that you won't miss hearing about any new videos, music videos that are released. You'll get those in your email. Share Contrai videos with friends and family far and wide. Can't bring grandma to an Advent with Contrai concert in person? Send her your favorite recording in an email or on social media. You know grandmas are on social media right now. You know grandmas are on social media.
Hey, my family lives in Michigan and they can't come to every concert, especially not with COVID. So it's been so fantastic to have new videos to share. And as they drop every couple weeks, you know, they get to be part of it too, because I know my parents really miss my concerts.
Exactly right. Exactly right. We know there's some folks tuning in from out of town tonight too. It's great. We have a growing library of innovative new music videos ready for you to view, share, comment on, and get excited about. You can see them on our YouTube channel, which is Contrai MN, or you can go to contrai.net/media. That's a great place to start. And there you can even see a link to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can just get that stuff in your email. Big thank you to all of our donors tonight. The donations keep coming in. Yes, very good. We are at 19 donations. Thank you, Axel. That's very, very, very kind. We really appreciate it. That is wonderful. It's great to hear you in chat, Axel. Thank you for all you've done to bring Contrai to this point, and we really appreciate everything that you have contributed. Thank you to all of our watch party guests, everybody who has tuned in. Carla Joy, we get to bring in the folks who've been working a little bit behind the scenes right now. So real quick, I would love to bring Tony and Sarah, who've helped out tonight, on. Tony and Sarah, we're so glad you're here. Thank you so much for all you do. Tony, assistant conductor this year, singing in the ensemble. Tony, what has been the thing that you've remembered already through this crazy year back at Contrai?
Oh, there's so many new memories, and that's the best part, beginning new memories and being back to singing. So thank you for that. You know, I've always lived my life in trying to surround myself with people who inspire me. And the singers here at Contrai are artistic, intelligent, and wonderful people. So I am just glad to be around them and to join them in making music this season.
Fantastic. And now finally, you finally get to meet who's put all of these fabulous videos together. This is Sarah Langworthy, and we're so glad, Sarah, you're here. You're helping out tonight on our virtual gala, but also you are a fantastic videographer. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the work you do. It is truly amazing. We're so glad to have you here, Sarah.
You're very welcome. You all make my life so easy because you just sing so well and it sounds so lovely, and then I just like it just happens. It's great. So cheers, kudos on an amazing season so far. I'm very much looking forward to the program coming up in a little while. So yay.
Thank you both for being here behind the scenes. We really appreciate it. I'm going to put you back behind the scenes to wrap us up here and get ready a little bit. Thank you again, Tony and Sarah. It's great. Yes, as Sarah said, we're coming up on our spring concert. If you would like to know more about ways to get at this spring concert on April 29th, which, by the way, is at Sundon Hall in St. Paul, or May 1st, which is out at Wayzata Community Church out Western Metro. You can find that out on Contrai.net. If you'd like to sign up for our newsletter, we'll let you know via email, somewhat regularly, not overbearingly, that when things are happening. It's a great way to do that. We cannot wait to say a big thank you to everybody who helped out tonight. All of our board of directors, Regina and Tom for hosting the Singer Watch Party. Huge thanks to Alex Shockley, our Contourite tenor, who put together 2 fabulous music videos. You're about to hear the second one in a little bit.
You're rock,
And
Alex.
it's huge. Isn't Alex fantastic? Isn't that great? This is the
so
talent
impressive.
that is in this group. It's amazing. It's fantastic. And a huge thank you to my co-host for the evening, Carla Joy Strand. Thank you, Carla Joy. You've been awesome. Did you know what you were getting into when your artistic director asked you to do this goofy thing?
You promised me that I was going to be the John Madden and that I got the video game deal. So, I'll wait for the royalties to roll in.
There it is. That's exactly right. You got to share some of those royalties with Contourite. Just saying. I'm just saying. No, this is great. Thank you very much for being on with me. I appreciate it. Again, my name is Adam Reinwald, and this is Carla Joy Strand. We are here with Contourite. We're so excited to bring you our spring concerts coming up very, very, very soon. If you'd like to know some more information, please find it at contourite.net, right where you're watching this video. Help us out. We need one more donation to get to our 20 gifts for the evening, and we're just about there. We hope to have that running through as you listen to Alex Shockley singing a fabulous new tune. This is called Break the Cycle. Thank you, everybody. We will see you soon. See you later.
Circles and cycles and seasons. For everything there's always reason, but it's never good. Never turns out as it should. No one ever held you. No single moment of truth. But if you were mine, I would have looked into those eyes and said, tell me the words you long to hear, and I'll sing them loud and clear. Let me heal the wounds you've held on to for all these years. Break the cycle, break the chains, 'cause love is louder than all your pain, than all your pain. Is it all truly broken? Irreparable mistakes, but let's take our time. Don't we have to try? Too many missing pieces. That's always been your reason to justify how you feel inside. I wish you'd say, tell me the words you long to hear, and I'll sing them loud and clear. Let me heal the wounds you've held on to for all these years. Break the cycle, break the cycle, break the chains, break the chains. 'Cause love is louder than all your pain. Break the cycle.